What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to this program. Today we're going to discuss whether or not you should pull for the exciting treasure hunt set, especially considering some of the sets that we've gotten in the past. But before we dive into that, guys, I want to relay some unfortunate news for some players in certain countries of the world. So CM Yuri posted up this last night, which is pretty damn unfortunate, guys. So the prices of apps and in-app purchases on the App Store have been confirmed to have increased, which is a word we definitely don't want to see, especially in regards to money in Egypt, Tanzania, and Nigeria, man. Wow, all African countries, man, they're getting pretty damn screwed. I actually have friends down there, so I'm really sorry to hear that this is happening, but it's also happening to all these other countries, including Vietnam, where I actually live, which is a bummer. Increasing the prices is never a good thing. And this is something that Netmarble can't control. I mean, whenever Google increases their prices, then unfortunately Netmarble has to increase their prices. However, I do think that, you know, whenever these kinds of things happen, it would be nice if they would throw out a little bit better deals in the packs, like give us a few more resources in some of these packs, maybe a couple more extra summons or what so have you, to try to make up the difference. Because I mean, this kind of thing really does suck, and it honestly, it hurts the game and hurts the players. You know, whenever prices start increasing, players are like, you know, they don't want to spend as much money in the game, which can hurt the game as well as hurt the players because they're not getting as much bang for the buck as what they did before. But this is unfortunate information. Hopefully Netmarble does something with their packs to where they actually, you know, will give us more bang for our buck in regards to them, because that's really all they can do to try to appease the player base, especially when something like this happens. I mean, Google always jacking up them damn prices, man. They're so greedy. But anyways, I digress, guys. Let's get into the comparison. So we're going to be comparing some card sets today, and we're actually going to be doing it in Championship. This is a really great place to test cards to see what is the strongest. We're going to be testing on these three characters right here. We're going to be testing on COSME, we're going to be testing on Lady Guinness, and we're going to be testing on Jeanette. So we're going to start with Lady Guinness, and we're going to start with this set right here. Now this is going to be the most OP set for Lady Guinness because it actually bumps up balanced type fighters, which she actually is, and increases her blast skills by 50% in critical rate and so on, guys. It's just a really OP set for this character. So let's see, you know, how much damage it actually does, and then we'll do a little comparing to the new set. All right, so we're just going to do our typical rotation where we're going to go 2 1 2 3 2, right, and we'll see how much damage we actually do. So 2 1 2 3 2, and we hit 317 billion, 319, 320, 321, 322, 323, 323, right, 323 million. I'm sorry, I said billion. 323 million. All right, so let's see what the other set does. Okay, 323 million, and let's slap on this set here if I can find it. I know it's in here somewhere. Where the hell is that thing at? Let me see here. There it is. All right, you can see a CP drop right there, guys, whenever you do equip this set on her. So let's see what this does. All right. So here, guys, we're doing 126, 127, 128, 129, about 130 million. So you can see there's a stark difference between the LG set, is what I'm going to call it, the Lady Guinness set, and the new banner set. The new banner set for Lady Guinness, and I've tested this in Guild Raid as well, isn't very good, guys. Like it's okay, but it doesn't really bump her up like her set does. Her set is just way more OP for her, not only in CP but in damage. And this set is pretty wild. I really would have thought it would have been a little bit better. You know, increased blast skill by 18%. It's not 50%, so do keep that in mind, right? But you do get all these critical damage buffs. I mean, these are some really big buffs when a female fighter lands a skill, but for Lady Guinness, it just isn't as good because you don't have chill damage, right? You don't have chill damage at all, right? That kind of hurts her a lot. So in regards to that, let's go to a character that has chill. So let's go with Cosme here and see what happens with Cosme, right? Now we'll slap that Lady Guinness set on her because Cosme actually is a balanced type fighter. She can actually benefit from having this set on her, right? She actually will get these buffs, all these buffs in here because she is a balanced type fighter, right? So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens with COSME, right? Let's check this out, right? Now we're going to do the rotation. We're going to go 2, 3, 1. So 2, 3, 1. And we're up to 603, 606, 606, right? Okay. So let's slap on the other set on her. The hell is that set at? There it is. Okay. All right. And let's see what we do now. Okay. So there, guys, you're seeing 531, 533, right? We did 606 a second ago, right? So the Lady Guinness set is actually still better on COSME. Let's do that again, right? Let's do that again. So 2, 3, 1. Okay, so there we actually did 708. All right. So we're getting some skewed numbers here, okay? So that was 708. And this is the thing about testing, man. You just got to do these things over and over and over, right? Wow, okay. 582. So actually, the new set looks like it's doing more damage on COSME. It looks like it's still doing more damage on COSME, right? I mean, this is the LG set, right? Try that one more time. Let's try that one more time and see what we get here. So 2, 3. I mean, yeah, we're up to 600, 604. And then when we slap the other set on her, it's so funny. Okay. So we want to be 604. Yeah, I mean, the set is doing a little bit more damage than the Lady Guinness set. So for COSME, the set is actually performing a little bit better than the LG set. That's actually pretty damn cool. Right now, let's do a little testing on Jeanette. Right now, Jeanette is an attack type fighter, right? So obviously, when you put this set on her, she's not really going to benefit very much because she's an attack type fighter. You know, she's just not going to get all these buffs. She'll get like the increased critical damage, but she's not going to get the increased attack by 30% when on a starlight or darkness enemy, right? And that's another thing to keep in mind, right? So this set is probably going to be pretty pitiful on her. We'll go ahead and test it, but it's probably going to be pretty pitiful on her, guys. So we're going to go 2, 1, 3 with Jeanette. All right, so we're doing 569, 570, 571, right? All right, so let's switch it up. Okay, now this set right here is set up for an attack type fighter. The problem with it, guys, is that, you know, it is for a burned target, right? Now, if you're testing with a set like this and you have burn on an enemy from a striker, this will take effect with Jeanette. She will get these buffs, right? But you're not going to really get this increased burn damage by 100% because she doesn't have native burn. She would get this buff, but she's not going to have any increase in burn because, well, she doesn't have any burn. So it's really not going to be a good set for her, in all honesty. So let's slap on the Athena set. Now we need to switch around some cards here. Let me go ahead and do this little number, right? We'll slap the Athena set on her and see what happens here. Okay. Now these transcendent stats, guys, are not going to work in championship. They're not going to work at all. All right, now let's see how much damage we do here. Okay. So now we're up to 576, 578, 578. Now let's slap on the newest set and see what she does. Okay, 578. Let's check this out. Oh my God. Now you see a big difference. 826, guys. Like way more damage with the set for Jeanette. I mean, Jeanette, like there's a huge difference in the damage. I mean, there we hit over 900. Look at that. Like huge difference in damage. It's definitely going to be the best set for this girl, right? So, I mean, really to answer the question as to whether or not you should pull for that set really would depend on the character that you're, pulling this set for. And there's probably going to be future characters that it might work pretty well on, but obviously for Jeanette and Cosme, it's going to be the best set. But for other characters, guys, especially like if you already have the, well, let me get out of here. If you already have the LG set, or the Lady Guinness set, as I'm called, or Cruel and Divine set, if you already have this set, like say for Lady Guinness, and you're not really worried about Cosme or Jeanette, you're not really leveling them up, then you might as well just keep the set and not even pull for the new set. However, the thing about the new set that is really, really nice is the fact that it does work on all female fighters, right? So if you don't have any set at all, this is going to be a good set no matter what for any female EX fighter that you are using. This is still going to be an amazing set, even if it's not the strongest. I mean, I tested it with Lady Guinness doing guild raid runs, and even though Lady Guinness does more damage with her Cruel and Divine set, it's about 1.5 trillion more damage in a team run in guild raid. 1.5 trillion more damage. But we're talking about a character that can hit, close to 13 trillion in guild raids, guys. Close to 13 trillion in a team composition. So the fact that I did 1.5 trillion less with this set is still really damn good. It's still an insane amount of damage, especially if you don't have the Lady Guinness set. If you don't have this Cruel and Divine set, it's still going to be awesome. And if you don't have the Athena set, I mean, if you don't have the Rugal set, if you don't have any of these sets, the newest set is going to be the best, especially for a female fighter. But these tests are not conclusive because there's just certain sets like this set right here where, it would buff up Jeanette tremendously because she is an attack type fighter. And if you do have a burn striker, and whenever you're playing in team compositions, you probably will have a burn striker in Kusanagi more than likely because he's an insane striker to have to really add damage, then this is still going to be a really good card set for her. And if you guys would like to see some tests regarding like team compositions, like how much a difference there is in damage, I can definitely do that for you. But it definitely looks like right now, guys, that the new set for Jeanette is godly. It's just the best set for her by a large margin. And then obviously Cosme, it's the best set for her as well. It's a good set for Lady Guinness. But if you guys want to see some other tests regarding other characters, maybe in team compositions and so have you, please put it down in the comments below and I'll see if I can queue it up for you and relay the information to you. But let me know what you guys think about the new card set. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.